Amaya Papaya, welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Oh my God, thank you for having me, D. Alex Cooper.
No, I'm so excited to meet you. I feel like I've been watching you for like months now, and now to get to meet you in person,
Yes.
It feels pretty surreal, honestly.
Oh my God.
Okay, you are straight from Fiji to the studio. You just won Love Island. How the fuck are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling so overwhelmed with gratitude. It's nothing but positive feelings, but I really do feel seen and validated.
Truly, like, America fell in love with you and you became a fan favorite like pretty quickly early on. But did you feel that way in the villa, Amaya?
Girl, we were all so isolated.
Yeah.
And it really got to the point where I was like, I felt so misunderstood. And I'm like, wait, is there something wrong with me? Like, what am I doing wrong? Because in the real world, when you're feeling like that, you could easily just block someone. But while being there, you have to like be around certain situations. So
do you usually block people?
I'm the person who'd be like, okay, you know what? Bye. Peace out. Block.
You're heavy on the block.
I'm heavy on the block, girl. I probably have so many people blocked that I don't even remember why. Maybe they didn't like the way my cat looked, and I'm like, you know what? Block.
Wait, you have cats?
Yeah.
How many? I didn't know if you were talking about your cat or your kitty cat.
Oh.
Wait, how many cats do you have?
I have two. So Romeo and Luna.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. We first of all have to talk about the sweats.
I love
Sensitive Gangsta.
Sensitive Gangsta.
Made in honor of you. Can you explain to me, like, what is the story behind you calling yourself a sensitive gangsta? Because that literally is like the most viral fucking thing.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah. So sensitive gangster is just someone who's very in touch with their feelings and isn't afraid to emote. Is that the right word?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
To just show it. And gangster is just like, okay, these tears, don't let them fool you, baby. I'll cry while still holding my own toes down. Like, I'm still very grounded, but I'll probably just be crying in the process of standing up for myself.
Okay. That's literally the perfect definition. Someone changed that in the fucking dictionary. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Brooklyn. Shout out to Biggie.
How would you have described yourself as a kid?
I would definitely say I was the kid who would literally just follow people in the park and be like, hi. And then my favorite thing to do in the swings was to make the swings. You know, when you tie the swings up, I'll just be there like, yeah, it's like getting so dizzy. But I definitely used to always like just, even if the conversations didn't include me, guess what? I'm inserting myself into a sandwich. Like, hi.
Amaya, I'm obsessed with you. Okay, who was your celebrity crush growing up?
My celebrity crush growing up, I would definitely say, I have a few.
Okay, name them, bitch.
I would definitely say Jacob Elordi. Oh. Yes, especially when he played Nate. I was like, oh.
Okay, he was like I love how you're saying specifically when he played Nate. That's like a little, do you like a bad boy?
No. We did not like Nate. We just like how he looked as Nate. We do not stand with Nate, okay? Oh my God.
I love the clarification.
Yeah.
Okay, what superlative do you think you would have gotten in high school?
What's that?
A superlative is like, you would have been like the class clown, you were made to be famous, you were the most talkative, you would have been known to live in your mom's basement for the rest of your life, you were going to be a professional singer. Like, what do you think people would have labeled you as?
Okay, I would definitely say most talkative, like to the point where sometimes the teachers would have to like make me sit outside the room. They're like, but shut the fuck up. But God forbid I want to yap. I'm a yapper.
I love that for you. Okay, what made you want to become a nurse?
So I definitely just the caring side, and I'm a big empath, and I also just felt like I definitely do want to take my education more up. Like, I want to go back to school for my PhD so I could eventually become a professor for nursing students. But yeah, I was just like, when it came down to making the decision of what career path I wanted to go, there was no question. I was like, Nurse Amaya, cute and caring.
Wait, I'm dying. I
Yeah.
would imagine, I think all of us would be so happy if we got you as our nurse.
Aww.
Watching you walk in and smile. Like, I thought about that. Like, when do you think you're going to go back? Are you going to go back to work?
I definitely do see myself but still becoming a nurse. But the thing is, it's like, with my patients, I'm such a bit, like, girl, if my patients are crying, I'll probably like shed a tear and just be there for them, because you have to keep in mind that I'm with people on their worst day, like when they're feeling sick. So I want to be the person, the sunshine of their rainy day. Yeah.
I'm fucking obsessed with you. Okay, if you're going out with your girlfriends in New York, what are you doing? What's like your dream night out plans?
Girl, first of all, I love a girl's night out, okay? Dressing up in heels, going to a truffle pasta restaurant. But yeah, so it definitely will be all of us dressing up in heels, going to a nice restaurant, and going to a lounge. Like, I love a speakeasy. I love a dynamic like this where we're able to actually hear each other compared to like, girl, what you said? What did he do?
That's so real. You're like, I can't hear one fucking thing. You're just nodding, pretending you know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your longest term relationship?
My longest term was my first boyfriend. We were together for almost 4 to 5 years, 16 to 21.
Oh my God, why did it end?
Affairs.
No.
And like him being unfaithful. And after a while, like a girl, there's a reason why my standards are the way they are now. Because sometimes you have to just go through some shit. So like, girl, a laxative was taken for real. I went through some shit, okay? So now I am who I am now.
That's actually hilarious.
No, seriously.
Wait.
Explosive diarrhea.
How did you find out? I'm sorry, I'm not laughing about you getting cheated on. I'm laughing at you saying explosive diarrhea. How did you find out that he cheated?
I mean, there will be girls DMing me to let me know. Sometimes your girl went through the phone. I'm traumatized with the phone now. I'm like, please turn it away.
Dude.
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
And how, after you found, like, how did you have the courage to end it? Because I'm assuming you saw like a couple things, and then how did you know you needed to put an end to it?
At a certain point when behavior just weren't changing.
Yeah.
Like, and then it started to make me feel like I needed to question myself. And like, am I pretty enough? And like, what is there wrong with me? But babe, there's never nothing wrong with you. You're just with the wrong person.
Facts. Mm-hmm. What do you think it's like to date you?
I really do think it's very entertaining to date me. I'm always saying like the most randomest things ever. But I am definitely like a very nice girl. Like, I definitely want to, after a long day, babe, tell me about your day. Like, I want to listen to you and make sure that you feel seen and cared for.
Do you have a type?
You know what? Like, of course, like, I want to be attracted to someone, but it's the personality that would make me more attracted to someone. So once that personality and I start seeing certain colors, I'm like, where's my exit out?
Yeah.
And then on to the next.
Personality starts first. If you could create a dream man, what would he be like? What would he look like? And what would he do for work?
Okay, so I would say he definitely has to be taller than me. It was just not hard to find. Your girl's only like 5'3", but definitely like I like somebody over 6 feet. I like somebody who's tatted up. That tattoo, like I feel like tattoos is another way of somebody like expressing their creative style. Like I find that beautiful. And a strong man, but not too strong. Like, you know, like somebody who, I don't like the whole, like, can you, like, it looks like they're about to pop sometimes. Like, so
fucking
strong,
real.
but not that strong.
Right.
Yeah.
Where like you literally like go to the gym 5 times a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like chill. Okay. What is your biggest turnoff?
My biggest turnoff is men speaking badly about other women. Like, seriously. Especially if they're always, like, talking bad about your ex. Babe, was she really the problem or were you the problem?
It's amazing coverage, okay? You're connected wherever life takes you. At home, overseas, in the air, even off the grid. Plus, you get unbeatable value from day one. And that's not even the best part. You can get perks on travel, dining, concerts, streaming, and more. With T-Mobile, you're a member with Magenta status from day one, Daddy Gang. So experience amazing value, next level connectivity, and access to exclusive benefits. With T-Mobile, you can have it all. No more settling. We do not settle, Daddy Gang. I love having T-Mobile because it means I have access to Wi-Fi on planes, which is without a doubt necessary right now. Even as I'm heading off to a random trip, I'm like, boom, tuning in, boom, thank you, T-Mobile. Plus, with Magenta status, there are amazing restaurant perks. And when I'm in a new city, I always want to try and just get the best local cuisine. So experience Magenta status at T-Mobile.com/benefits. You need to tell me about the moment that you found out that you were going on Love Island. Who were you with? Where were you? What was your reaction?
So basically I was with my mom. I was taking her away for her birthday actually in Curacao. So it was just like a very me, mommy and daughter moment. And then I get the phone call and they're like, yeah, so you're definitely coming. And I'm like, what? Like, this is insane. My mom didn't even know what Love Island was or is. So I was just like, listen, there's some scenes that you might have to turn your head away for, but girl, I'm excited to like do the show, do the whole experience.
Did you apply or did they find you?
So they did find me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they sent me a DM. So yeah.
They slid in your DMs.
They slid in the DMs. It go down in the DMs.
Wait. And Amaya, were you a fan of Love Island?
So I never watched a full season.
Okay.
But I feel like once you watch enough TikTok clips, you feel like you know everything that's going on. So I was definitely the one on TikTok like, oh wait, he did what? Like, I was so invested.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, it is like a full commitment to actually watch a full season.
Yeah.
You watch like 30 something, 40 hours of your life is gone, but it's worth it. Trust me, it was worth it. Okay. Most contestants, I feel like, have their family or their friends take over their social media while they're gone. You had no one in your accounts. Why?
To be honest, that was just the last thing I thought or cared about. Like, I honestly really did not care, like, for doing that. I was like, you know what? Let me just go and just really indulge in the whole experience. Like, you know, it was just like, it didn't cross my mind.
Which makes, I think, a lot of people love you even more because I think they're like, okay, this bitch never was in it for the clout.
Oh, hell to the no. Like, literally, I was like, once they took my phone away, I'm like, okay, mom, I'm not getting kidnapped.
You're like more worried, like, mom. So it's called Love Island. One more time. I'm going to be over here in Fiji if you need to contact me. Bye. Were your friends aware of how big the show is? Like, were they excited for you?
Yeah. So my best friend, especially, she was like, girl, oh my God, this is amazing. But I also was single for the first time in a very long time, like for more than a year. And I felt like really confident in myself. So it was a good place of solitude and just me being okay by myself. So then that's when I was like, okay, I'm definitely ready to start dating, you know?
It's a pretty good way to start dating again.
Yes.
Okay. You come into the villa as a motherfucking bombshell.
Grenades.
Girl.
A good grenade.
A good grenade. Wait, let's clarify. Yes, a good grenade. But like, Amaya, you have to explain to me how the fuck would you hype yourself up right before you walk out and have to like make out with all these guys and go into this challenge?
Well, first of all, that is the first time I ever done something like that. My sherry definitely was popped. But like, seriously, it was just self-affirmations every day. Like, I was so nervous. I don't know if you guys like could tell, but I was like, you got this, you got this, you got this. So yeah, I was just hyping my own self up and just telling myself, do not fall, do not like do anything too crazy, but definitely just go all in.
Are you able to like take a shot before you go out, or you're dead sober?
Girl, I am sober as hell. Like, I had to do all of that sober with no tequila, no Don Julio Agafurio. Like, it was literally just me doing me. Yeah.
Raw dogging
it. No condoms.
Holy fuck. That's why, like, I have so much respect for all of you women in these challenges because I'm like, oh my God, I would have to get into a serious fucking place in my head to go twerk on someone and make out with like 5 guys and be dead ass sober.
Seriously.
Okay. How much do the bombshells get to watch before you go in? Like, were you aware of who was coupled up with who at that point?
So I was able to watch like a clip of some scenes, but not the full gist of it. And especially since I got on like early on in the beginning, I think it was like day 3 for me or day 4. I only got to see the beginning. So I didn't really see like how serious certain dynamics were at the time. Very clueless.
Okay. You come in, who do you immediately have your eye on?
Jeremiah with his symmetrical face. He has such a symmetrical face. Like,
I never thought about it like that.
He really does.
So do you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, I have a bad ear here that I'm hiding away.
Stop, you literally did your hair today.
I was like, wait, hold on. There's a reason why this side is always getting the side that's pooped.
That's why we put her in this chair today. We didn't switch because we love her left ear, not the right ear. Wait, I'm dead. Okay, so immediately you were attracted to Jeremiah because his symmetrical face.
Yes, I was like, oh, this man is tall, like, you know, very symmetrical, he's handsome.
I'm fucking dying. Okay, did you feel like you were able at all to like connect with him in that moment because of how kind of serious like Huda and Jeremiah were in the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, it was a very good smooch. And I was like, okay, let me see what happens from here on out. Like, I'm like really down to conversate with him, but we also don't beg, okay, baby? I'm a jogger, but we don't be chasing for these men out here. So once I just wanted to see how the conversations would go. And if it was just going left, I would have been like, all right, thank you, next.
Obsessed. Your first real then connection was with Ace. And bitch, that did not last fucking long. That was like in and out real fucking quick.
Dude, and then now burgers outside. You already know, baby. We were in and then out. Like,
dude, it was so quick. It was like, oh my God, why do you think it fell apart so quickly?
You know, boundaries. Boundaries and babe, like, okay, no, but to be fair, to be serious, it's just like, you know, that's the whole point of the experience. The more you conversate with somebody, you see if there's a real connection there, and if you and this person, what is the word? Compliment each other?
Yeah.
Like, compatible.
Yeah, compatible.
Yeah. So it turned out that, girl, like, we were just not compatible in a romantic way. We were just...
No, yeah. It almost felt like not even compatible. It was like he in the beginning, I think a lot of people on the internet were like, oh my God, this man is giving like he really doesn't fuck with you. And it was all off of you just saying like calling him babe. just babe. It did not fuck with him. Like, why do you think that bothered him so much?
I mean, to be honest with you, like, to each their own. Everybody has their own boundaries. However, it was just like, that's really part of my lingo. And I know he did ask the question of like, do you usually call your partners babe or something like that? And I just gradually said yes. I was like, yeah, but like, I guess he thought I was being disrespectful when I'm not going to change who I am or change the way I speak. So like, it's really hard to not have a normal conversation with you because now I feel like I have to think about everything I say.
Totally. You want to be yourself, and if it doesn't work for someone, you're getting the fuck out.
Exactly.
Done. Throughout this season, I feel like a huge conversation online was Ace was kind of like really criticized for trying to be like the leader of the villa. Mm-hmm. How did you guys feel in the villa? Like, did he feel like this big leader, or was that kind of just like portrayed online differently?
To be honest with you, like Ace just has a very like strong personality, and he's the type of person that if he feels the type of way, he would definitely speak up on it. So I think that's what it was more about, like compared to some other people, they were very quiet or more of a follower or like, you know, well, not like a follower essentially, but
I get it. Like not as outspoken and like speaking up about certain things that are upsetting him. Do you think, because I think like I even felt this way watching it, like, do you think there was any part of Ace that voted out Jeremiah because he kind of saw him as like this threat of like man to man, like I'm kind of competing with this person?
Yeah. So I was trying to get like, the tea during the villa of like, wait, what's going on? Like, what's the beef? Like, why is there like a back and forth between him and Jeremiah? But the guys just personally, from what they said, they felt as if Jeremiah was just it wasn't there for the right reason.
There was a huge rumor online that Ace and Shelley had secretly been dating before going on the show. We know they met and they acknowledged that, but people were like convinced there was something more outside of the villa. What was your take on that whole thing?
To be honest with you, I believed Shelley when she said that her and Ace like definitely like met outside of the club once. But from what it seemed like, it didn't really seem like they really knew much of each other like before that. I guess it was just that one interaction and probably sliding in the DMs once again. That goes down in the DMs, but I don't think they were like dating.
So it didn't feel like they were playing a game.
No.
And can you clarify, like, because I think maybe it was like Jeremiah or Ace or someone said this on In Press, like a bunch of you kind of low key knew each other from social media. Is that fair to say?
So it's so funny because I knew of Shelley before going into the villa. We worked with the same photographer before, so he would always post their content. And I'm like, oh wait, like I would hype her up. She's a gorgeous woman. So going into the villa, keep in mind, me and her have never hung out before. I was like, are you slim thin? Like, girl, I know you. Like, we follow each other. So we knew of each other. And yeah, it wasn't like.
Okay. So she was the only person you knew of.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Okay. There was a lot of speculation. Can you confirm? Is Ace actually 5'10"?
Man, I'm really bad with height.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
So he was taller than you?
Yes, he was taller than me.
But shorter than Huda?
No.
Wait, how tall?
Wait,
how tall
Huda's 5'2".
Wait, she is?
Yeah.
On mine it says Huda is 5'9".
No, she is not. She is nowhere near 5'9".
Okay, so maybe he's like 5'8".
5'8", yeah.
5'8". Okay. Coming in as a bombshell obviously can put women on edge. What was it like? Like, was it hard for you to make friends immediately?
I would have to say the first couple of days were tough a little bit, just coming in as a bombshell, like you said. People could be uneasy with that, or sometimes they already are in a couple. So it's kind of like you're taking away their quote unquote man or boo. So yeah, I remembered like the first couple of nights where I was sleeping, I like cried myself to sleep, and then somebody in the bedroom was like, is someone crying? And I'm like, no, it's just my allergies, bro.
No.
God forbid a girl has allergies. I was like in the bed, like just crying in bed, and then somebody was like, who is doing that? And I'm like, oh, bro, it's just allergies. Waking up with my face all puffy, because I'm just sensitive, like honestly, like, and obviously, like after a while, it didn't feel like that, like anymore. But especially with the argument between Ace and I, and how I was probably portrayed, it was just like, damn, man, like I'll just go to my corner and be my own best friend.
Dude, that makes me so sad for you. I wish I could have like hugged you while you're like sniffling. That makes me so sad. I think a big moment, obviously I know you and Huda are in a good place now, but when you first came into the villa, the tensions were high. And were you surprised at all by her reaction with the Jeremiah thing and you at all?
Like surprised in a way. It was like, damn, like she really has strong feelings for him, like, and I would always stand up for myself. So I don't think to be like confrontational or anything like that, but I definitely will hold my own ground. But just seeing how serious they were, I was like, damn, like, okay. You could that's yours.
That's yours.
Yeah.
We saw her venting about you to the other girls saying, quote, that bitch is fucking messy. Did you know that?
No.
So after the challenge and you guys like kissing, she talked to the girls and was like, that bitch is fucking messy. Did she ever say anything to you about your situation with Jeremiah or no?
No, not really. I mean, I remember one time we were getting dressed in a dressing room, and this was like day 2 for me. And the girls were just asking me like, who are you going to talk to? So then I like slowly named the guys, and there was like a mic drop moment where I was like, and I'm gonna talk to Jeremiah. And then I just like looked at her straight in her face because she was like sitting on the floor doing her makeup to like see like what she'll say. And she was like, you could talk to him, you could explore him. So man, I like messy. Baby, we cleaned up that mess. Where's the broom? The broom was in the corner waiting for me.
I think a lot of people thought, like, especially online, because we're not in the rooms with you guys, thought like, wow, Huda is intimidating. Like, we saw there was a moment with Nick where he was like, I'm so intimidated by you. Like, when you are in Huda's presence, like, is she intimidating? Like, what's the vibe?
Girl, she is the funniest girl I have ever met. Like, the nicest girl. Very motherly, you know? She is a great mommy. So, she just has that very nurturing side to her. And I know we did start it off in the rocky place. But, girl, sometimes friendships, the great friendships are like, starts from that. And eventually with time, it just was clear that we were really misunderstood, me and her, which made us bond to each other even more. Like like if we just felt like nobody really understood how deep we are with our feelings, so we just bonded off of that, like going on forward.
That makes sense, because I feel like a lot of watching of the villa, like you can tell there's certain people that gravitate towards each other. And I agree. I felt like you and Huda weren't that close in the beginning, but towards the end, you guys, even if we see like a shot of you guys behind whoever they're like filming, you guys are together talking, eating together. Like you guys kind of really got together, but I didn't know why, and that makes a lot of sense, because you guys had kind of similar situations in a way. Sure. Okay, we have to talk about another one of the biggest conversations online. Was what the fuck went down in the heart rate challenge? Amaya. Everyone is like, did Huda take it too far? None of us were there. We couldn't see the angle. Do you think she took it too far with Ace?
I mean, listen, whenever we do challenges, we just really go all in. Like, we don't have a TV. We don't have our phones. This is our entertainment. Like, we're like, okay, we're in an amusement park. Let's just go for the ride. So, seriously. And listen, one thing about my girl is she's a great dancer. She knows how to, when she shakes that booty, it's an earthquake following through. So, I believe that she really just had fun and lost in the moment, like lost in the sauce. Like she's just having fun.
Yeah. She's twerking. It's all going down.
I definitely don't think like she should have been like attacked or.
Because I think a lot
of it's just a challenge. It's just a challenge.
It's just a challenge. Until is it not a challenge? What's happening? I think what happened, because you guys don't get to see the edits that we watch, was like she got on top of him, and then basically why there was this conspiracy theory was we see her flip around, her ass is in his face, and then the next shot it's cut and she's like getting up. So everyone is convinced that she put her ass in his face.
Dude,
can you confirm or deny?
My mouth was to the floor watching the whole performance. I was also mesmerized by the booty. I was like, damn, there's a lot going on. I think it was definitely like face down, ass up, jiggly, like.
Do you think Shelly was in the right for being upset, or was it taken too far?
I would have to say I kind of a little like get Shuddy's point in the way, like, okay, I guess you guys are having the strongest connection currently. But since you guys aren't officially closed off yet, then it's like fair game.
Facts. Okay, I need to know, back to when I had asked you earlier, did you guys get to take shots? Is there music playing in this heart rate challenge, or is it dead fucking silent?
We listened to the same song for like,
no,
I think 2 to 3 times.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, can you play it for me and like sing it?
Girl, it was Nicki Minaj, Starships.
No.
Yes, let's shut this down.
Okay, wait, at least it's Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
I thought it was about to be fucking elevator music.
Oh, no. Oh my God, that would have been so, that would have been so funny. I think I would have not been able to take it serious.
It's like do 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 do, and you're like shake that ass. Okay, that makes me feel better that it's Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Like, at least that's like kind of a fucking vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, after the heart rate challenge, it felt like a lot of the women's relationships kind of turned in the villa because things got really contentious. Like, did you feel the change in the villa with the women after that challenge?
I definitely did feel like there was tension, especially after the whole Hella situation. Yeah. Like, it was really, it was tense for a couple days.
Can I ask, like, did you feel like the villa was clicky? Like, were there specific cliques?
I feel like we tried our best to interact with everybody, but I definitely would have to say like there's people who gravitated to each other more, just like the way I gravitated to Huda, like naturally, you know.
Before Huda, and like who else do you think you were closest with?
I would have to say me and Alandria have a great friendship. I remember like when the whole Ace Babe situation happened, I really did isolate myself. I was spending the whole day like crying, and she was really one of the main girls, just consoling in me and also making sure that my feelings were validated and I wasn't being like too much, you know. So I would definitely say her.
Yeah, I feel like Alandria like was so good at having really like calm, thoughtful conversations with the girls, and she was kind of sometimes like a grounding force where she would show up for someone even if she wasn't as close with them.
Yes.
Like obviously she like was ride or die for Shelly, and they were best friends, which is beautiful, but like she did put herself out there in moments because when she saw a girl was kind of down bad.
Yes.
AKA you in that moment.
100%.
Okay, you came in with Hannah, and the other girls ultimately sent her home during one of the voting sessions.
Yeah.
I know you weren't in those conversations because you were also up on the chopping block.
Yeah.
But why do you think, looking back, they made that decision?
Oh, man, that was a really tough night. And everybody knows, like, Hannah, my bombshell sister, we both came in together. So it was like, damn, like, it was really insane. But from their point of view, they just wanted... They said that she already formed 2 strong connections before, and that she will like get sometimes tunnel vision like with the guy that she's currently in the couple with, and in regards to like not being as open. So they said that they wanted to keep me so I could have the opportunity to still possibly find my connection, which thank God I did. And with Iris, they said that they kept Iris because she just started to get to know TJ or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. Do you, I guess, I think
was it TJ or
I think it was
Jeremiah? It was one of the
one
guys.
of them at that point. Yeah. But like, what do you think about that? Because I think this season, I think was the first season that people were kind of being like penalized for having strong connections.
Yeah.
And then people were like, voting people off that had strong connections, which I thought was the whole point of the show. But then the minute people had strong connections, people were like, okay, well then you're done. Get off the island. Like, it kind of was confusing. Like, did you guys have conversations more in depth that maybe we didn't see about like the way you guys were going to approach it?
So when it came down to every elimination, like everybody had different standpoints in regards to how they want to go about it. They said that it relays more on the people who are standing up there and what's going on with that. But we all did discuss that if no one's officially closed off, we should be open. And if like that's not a conversation that was brought up, they would just, we all just agreed to staying open until anyone is officially closed off.
Okay, so I see. So it's like if you're not closed off, but you're acting closed off, then you're, what's going on here?
Yes.
Because it's like, then close off. So we're like, wow, you guys are in a relationship. This is beautiful. But if you're saying you're still open, but you're not actually talking to people, then what's the deal?
Yeah, that's exactly the whole point.
Okay.
Because then it gets messy, it gets weird, because and then you guys are acting closed off. So if a girl was to approach the guy that you're currently in a couple with, it will start some whole drama for her. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, out of the guys in the villa, who would you say was your closest friend?
You know, me and Nick didn't really talk to each other at the beginning as much, but towards the end, Nicolata really became my brother. Like, he is such my brother. Like,
have you seen the rumor that he wore a wig the whole season?
Goodbye. Are you kidding me?
Oh my.
Yo, what?
There is like a shot.
That is hilarious. I need to tell him this. This is hilarious.
There is like a shot of the girls' dressing room. And in front of one of the girls, you kind of see this like curly little bundle. And it looks kind of like Nick's head. And everyone's like, Was that motherfucker putting a wig on this entire fucking season? I mean, there's no way.
There's no, baby. I'm gonna double verify tonight. I'm gonna put, like, tuck on his hair,
Nikki.
But no, he just has good curls.
Okay, that's so good. Okay, let's talk about your next connection, Austin.
Yes.
Okay, can you describe your time with him in 3 words?
Man, explosive. I would definitely say ecstatic, and then towards the end, surprising.
I fucking love you. Okay, you guys were coupled up right before Casa more.
Yeah.
Going into Casa, like, how much was Austin on your mind once you started exploring things with Zach?
So literally before I left to Casa Amor, me and Austin had a slight conversation of him wanting to take things slow and in a slower pace. And baby, we were already moving slow. No, like seriously, we wouldn't kiss outside of the challenges. We weren't really cuddling with each other. Every conversation we had was very just meaningful. So I'm like, moving slow, babe, we're already in turtle speed. Like this is gonna take up I was just confused. So with him saying that to me, going into Casa Amor, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to just be open, you know?
You get into Casa Amor. Why do you think Zach ended up choosing you over Alondria at the Casa recoupling?
So during that time, from what he explained to me, he felt like we have more of a romantic connection. And in regards to him being with Olandria, he felt like it was more platonic. So that's what he told me.
Okay. Olandria was given a chance to stay in the villa by recoupling with Nick. How did you feel about the connection? Did you feel like it was genuine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Especially with how they were in the villa prior to that, I feel like they definitely already had that friendship connection to begin with. So and then moving on forward, I know that him and her had smooches. So I'm like, okay, like I definitely love them together as a couple.
Okay. We need to talk about the Standing on Business challenge. Hidden Valley Ranch. Ranch in 1954. Recently, Hidden Valley Ranch changed its packaging, moving from the original paddle bottle to new easy squeeze bottle. The new bottle offers a lot of benefits, including making it easier to just get the right amount of ranch out without making a mess and helping you get out every drop. Hidden Valley Ranch is America's #1 ranch. Visit walmart.com/Hidden Valley for a new easy squeeze bottle of Hidden Valley Ranch today. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor. Okay, we need to talk about the Standing on Business challenge. Girl.
Sensitive gangster might come out. Hold on.
She's about to start crying again. I'm going to fucking cry for you. When you walked up to your mailbox, what were you expecting to see on your end?
I mean, I just really did. I was hoping that people would just be honest with me prior to that, because there was a lot of things I found out that night about how people felt that never once said it to my face. So with me, I'm not like that. I usually just say things to people how I feel. I don't wait for a challenge to do so. But I was preparing myself for the worst because of how things rolled out, especially in the first days.
Ace, Austin, and Zach all ganged up on you in this moment. And as a viewer, it was like, Amaya, it was so uncomfortable and upsetting to watch, especially just like as a woman, like woman to woman. I was like, somebody fucking go save this girl. How did it feel in that moment standing up there alone?
Oh my God. And plus, people were already not necessarily complaining, but just say I cry too much. So it's like, damn, how can I not cry right now? It was a really, really tough moment for me, to be honest with you. Like to just be on that podium and having nobody but myself at that moment. I'm like, you know what? I just really, it's on my plate. So I'm going to eat up and digest the food. And guess what? Thank you for spilling the tea on how it really feels. But it really did. I was blacking out. Like,
yeah, I can imagine like completely just dissociating in that moment because you're like, just stand here, try not to cry, try not to cry. Okay, I'm crying, try to hold it together, try to hold it together.
Yes.
Have you ever experienced anything like that situation in your real life ever?
To be honest, no. Cause like, once again, like, I'm able to walk away and like block someone when I feel like there's a conversation is just leading to something horrible.
Right.
But at that moment, I really just needed to embrace it and just stand on business, you know? And on top of that, I had no idea Zach felt that way. And that was the person I was currently in the couple with. So out of everybody, I was like, okay, at least I have somebody to stand up for me. But it was not him at all.
Okay, during the challenge, yes, the guys were basically accusing you of coming on too strong and being too much too soon. To have 3 men all be collectively saying that to you, like, why do you think all of them were that triggered by you?
I mean, my father loves to say that a strong, confident woman, especially a woman who's in touch with her emotions, would intimidate the cowards and people who are not vulnerable and open like that. So it's just more like, I never understood the coming off too strong part because I never groped anybody. I swear that I was like, I started to get so scared of how I felt like I was walking on eggshells. If I looked at somebody for too long, it was just like, yeah, bro, she wants to get married with me the next day. Like, we never spoke about marriage or kids talk. I never groped anybody. Like, they just really started to make me feel like I was just doing too much.
Right. So you're like, I'm not even gonna make eye contact with you.
Right.
Like,
Can I make eye contact with anybody? Or like me, my pinky toe touching their pinky toe is sex to them? And like, keep in mind, guys, we're on Love Island. We're supposed to be, I thought this was a kiss and dating show. And I can't even have my shoulder touching you now, bro. Like, seriously.
It's so facts. I was like, what is going on?
Like, I thought I was going crazy. I'm like,
yeah.
Did I not know what I signed up for? Like, I know I'm a very open sexual girl and love her smooches, but nobody wanted smooches there with anybody.
I will say I lost so much respect for all 3 of those men in that moment too, because I think there's one moment, yes, to voice your opinion.
Yeah.
But when you start to gang up on someone who is just standing there and getting it from every angle, like, read the room. Guess what? You're going to be on this island for a long time. You can have this conversation privately, but to publicly try to embarrass you, it just was so inappropriate. Throughout the season, you stood up for other women, but no one stood up for you in that moment.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if it was just more of them letting the conversation just be done and be finished. But yeah, it was just like me, particularly, especially like me, like at that moment. But I remember when I walked off, Hala and another islander, I think it was Sierra. Yeah, they came in to comfort me for a little bit. But no, it was my voice against 3 guys. And baby, this voice was loud, okay?
What do you wish someone of the girls just would have said?
All right, guys, like, take it easy. Like, calm down. Just calm down. It was really tough. But I'm telling you, like, out of this whole experience, my skin is so thicker now. Thicker than raw beef, okay? Like, or just burnt beef. Like, this skin is tough now, baby.
Wait, Amaya, if you actually, like, now thinking back, like, why do you think no one stood up for you?
Maybe they felt the same way, or maybe they just didn't want to get involved properly. I think that's what it was. They didn't want to probably get involved in the crossfire that was happening. But though I was taking the bullets like boom, boom. Baby, I was KO. I had to walk away. I was game on. I was like, what the fuck? What the fucky is going on?
Had roles been reversed and you were sitting and one of your girls was up there literally like verbally getting the shit beaten out of her, what would you have said?
They would have heard me from across the room. I would have been like, Actually, no, I have a question. Like, you're not going to be speaking to anybody like that, especially not one of my girls.
Okay, you mentioned, and let's get to it, someone did stand up for you and speak up for you in that moment. Mr. Brian, how did that change the way that you saw him?
I mean, like, initially, I always thought he was very cute, very, very handsome. But just hearing his voice, because I thought it was just like arguments and people just attacking me. And to the point where one moment I put my head down, I wasn't looking up. And then I heard him say, wait, hold on. And I looked up and I was like, my eyes just glowed, and I really did feel like he was my knight in armor that night, like just saving me. And after that, I did a double take, baby girl. I was like, what? Brian, you know what? I need to talk to you. Come over here.
You're like, Brian, I bet if I kind of grazed toes with you, you would be turned on, okay? And you wouldn't think I'm trying to fuck you, though. We could have a nice conversation.
Right.
Because you're a grown-ass man. Okay, what made you realize after, like, initial attraction and loving that he stood up for you, what made you realize you wanted to be in a couple with Brian?
So after the conversations just kept on being so flowy, and I felt like I was being my complete self around him without feeling tamed and without feeling like my wings are being clipped off. Like, it really just felt so natural. And I also felt like we had a lot of things in common. We come from the same background. So he like really do understands me in a different way, you know? So yeah, it really started off like from that.
Okay, how did the night in the hideaway help strengthen your connection, honey?
Oh, baby girl, it was steamy, all right. We were sweating. Like, it really was a great feeling to just have that private and intimate moment. Because, like, back in the villa, yes, you're able to have private conversations, but there's still people around. And, like, that just forced us to really be just us two. And, like, if we didn't want to conversate with each other, we have somebody else to conversate with. But now it was like, no, we actually do want to talk to each other. Like, we love talking to each other and being next to each other. And the next morning, before like heading back, I remember just sitting down by the jacuzzi with him, and we were just quiet. Like, it was beauty in the silence. Like, I really did feel like I found my best friend where I could yap away, or where we're having our quiet moments. It's like one of the best quality times with him.
That makes me so happy for you, because I relate to you, and like, I'm a yapper too.
Yeah.
I love talking and I could talk forever, but when you find someone that you can be so comfortable with, that silence isn't awkward, and you can just be still and yourself, that's a huge sign of like progress in a relationship, that you don't have to do the small talk. Okay, I have to ask, did he end up eating the kitty in the hideaway?
Eat that kitty in the hideaway. I said, eat that kitty. Well, he definitely took some advice. We had a great night.
You had a good time.
Yeah.
Did you feel like your physical chemistry was there?
Oh, 100%.
Love that for you. Okay. How often, aside from now the hideaway, like how often were people actually like hooking up and fucking in the main room?
Dude, well, I don't know if it's like you guys caught on, but we did have a code word, journey. And it kind of traumatizes me now. Like, when somebody outside be like, oh, a journey, I'm like, how dare you? Clutching my pearls. But like, if we had a code name, but people were having journey, so for sure.
And was it at all ever like awkward while you're all trying to go to bed and you're hearing like smacking noises?
Like, dude, I'm like, can I sleep? We already don't get enough rest around here. But you know what's like, as you should, baby girl.
Do you guys have sound machines or like earplugs?
The earplugs were not plugging. Like, listen, seriously, those were low quality earplugs because we were so able to like hear things. And I'm like, dude, okay. Especially if there's a couple right next to you.
I'm fucking dying. One of the biggest major turning points of the season that I think the internet truly felt, so I want to hear your take on it, was when America voted you as the most genuine and most trustworthy Islander.
Yeah.
As viewers, we felt like we watched everyone almost shift and kind of treat you really differently, Amaya, like after that moment. Did you feel the shift?
I felt the shift a little bit for sure. I mean, it was just like, okay, now you want to talk to me? Like,
Period.
you know, your girl be clocking it. We didn't have no watches over there, but baby, I clock certain tea. And it's like, don't talk to me now. I'm okay. School over. Like,
right.
yeah.
Like, I feel like one of the things that was actually infuriating me personally was like seeing Zach literally tell you that he was basically like disturbed that you tried to kiss him.
Dude.
And then he's trying to climb up on that fucking daybed with you, being like, honey.
Girl, I was so confused. Somebody find me a map because I'm lost. Like, what the fuck? I mean, like, no, seriously. I was confused. He's a grown man. He couldn't tell me no. He kissed me. We were kissing back in Casa Amor. That's why it was, like, uncomfortable. Like, what?
Right,
That's a strong word.
You literally came at me at the fire pit during the challenge. You're saying how uncomfortable you are around me. You don't want to be with me. You don't like me.
Yes.
And then America is like, by the way, motherfuckers, let us remind you who the fuck is the favorite since none of you know.
Yeah.
We put you at number one and everyone, you see Ace's face and he literally is like,
Ha ha. Ha.
and everyone is like, oh my God, Ace and Zach specifically, it was like, let's watch you two try to figure out how to rearrange this narrative in your head. And let's see. And I was praying to fucking God you saw through Zach's bullshit.
Oh, I saw, girl.
Okay, good.
I don't have 20/20 vision, but I have 20/20 vision at that moment, okay? It was like, dude, why are you trying to talk to me now? And then also, I feel like when the guys were, like, ranking me, it definitely was just projection. Like, they didn't have no... I'm like, name the reason. Like, name an example. No examples were being able to made. Like...
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it was just projection.
You don't need to name names, but like, did you feel some of the women also kind of be a little bit nicer?
Some. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to throw shade, but we don't even need you to name it because as viewers, we clocked it. And I was like, Amaya, you better fucking stand on business now and remember who the fuck you are.
Period.
But I will say, I think, again, why America fell in love with you, Amaya, is because you can tell how genuine you are. The fact that you didn't tell that fucking Zach ass to be like, babe, we're done. Like,
Yeah.
I know what game you're playing. You were still sweet to him.
Yeah.
You still even fucking apologized to him. I was gonna be like, Amaya,
Girl.
No.
No.
You apologized to him.
Dude.
And Ace, I was like, girl, I have to just give you your flowers for a second, but also remind women, like, I think sometimes we are the first people to apologize in moments because we want to make situations just feel like, let's just appease people and let's make it easy and let's not make it awkward. But it's like, why did you speak to both of them that way?
Yeah.
Because they were disrespectful and pushed you to the point that you then had to go back and defend yourself.
Yes.
And then you're being the one that feels like you have to apologize first.
Yeah.
Bitch, fucking no.
Girl. No, exactly.
No.
Seriously.
Another huge moment. There were so many fucking huge moments. I love how people are like, I don't know about this season. Like, how many big fucking moments? We can't even get through enough. And I still have so much more to talk to you about. Okay. A huge moment this season was when Sierra abruptly left the villa.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me just from your perspective as an Islander, what went down?
Dude, literally, we all started the morning together. And then out of nowhere, she did disappear. And we all were just asking, where was Sierra? I remember asking, I was like, do you guys know where Sierra went? And then same thing with Nick. I was like, Nick, where's Sierra? We all genuinely did not know. So we did not get the chance to say goodbye. We weren't able to see her pack her bags. It literally just happened in the flash of an eye. It felt like very unreal, in a way. Like, what is going on?
Where were you guys when she clearly went and packed her bags?
We were all in a villa. We literally were all just hanging out.
You were outside?
Outside.
Okay.
And she was gone. Literally gone.
Now knowing, I have to ask, why she left, how do you feel about it?
I definitely do think words matter and everyone should be respected, So, I just hope that, she learns from her consequences, which, she is a grown woman. So, hopefully moving on forward, it's just we this should not be repeated, you know?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to play a game.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario and you tell me the first Islander that comes to mind. Okay, who gave the best advice?
Best advice, first Islander. I would say Olandria.
Okay, which Islander crashed out the hardest?
Besides myself, hello.
Who was the fakest?
Ooh, a fakest. Man, Austin, Boston, because listen, where did this information come from, Austin? Shit.
Which guy was the best kisser?
Ooh, Brian.
Whose clothes did you steal the most?
Ciara's.
Which couple had the most sex in the group room?
Oh my God. Damn. Okay, wait. Helen and Jeremiah when they were together. Ha. Dude.
Whose elimination made you the saddest?
Oh my God, Charlie.
Which couple has the best chance of making it in the outside world besides you and Brian?
I would have to say Olandria and Nick.
Really?
Yeah. Because Iris and Pepe, I don't know, like I like nothing against like their relationship. I love them together, but Olandria and Nick families spoke about cookouts already and inviting each other's over to their household. So I really do think that they're going to be a good couple.
Call Her Daddy is brought to you. Help you can have more moments like that and get a true taste of the local life. Tinder's passport mode can be the best travel companion when you're looking for a local tour guide in any city in the world. Try Tinder Passport globally to connect locally during your travels or even before you start packing, all while making traveling to a new place feel easier. With Tinder's help, add more plans to your itinerary by matching with a local and setting a date to see the city through their eyes. Passport mode is also a great way to help immerse yourself deeper into the culture and have more authentic experiences while traveling. With Passport mode, there's so much to discover. Explore all of the possibilities for yourself. Tinder, it starts with a swipe. Download Tinder today. Okay, we're going to play a game. What is the weirdest place you've ever had sex?
CVS pharmacy. At the bathroom. In the bathroom. Not in public. Not in public, but it was in the bathroom.
What was going on?
We made sure that we didn't touch anything. Like, I touched the wall because I needed to stabilize myself. But we made sure that it was clean, okay? Literally, we went to CVS. I needed to buy some candy. And then we had one smooch. And then he was like, do you want to go to the bathroom? I'm like, okay. I guess it was exciting. It made it more exciting.
A CVS buck. We love that.
Santa Claus, please bring me Christmas presents. I promise I wasn't that naughty.
Okay, what is the most unhinged thing you have ever done after a breakup?
Unhinged means like
you went a little crazy.
Dude. Fuck. There's a lot of moments. Let me think. Brain loading. Oh, I think I called my ex-boyfriend's mom, and I'm like, what is son? How dare you raise a son like this? And I'm
That's so good. Yeah. When you call the mom,
I called the mom, baby. I usually always get my like boyfriends at the times like mom's phone number. But yeah, I'm like, wait, no, mama, sit down. We have to have a talk, okay? What in the world? Where went wrong? Was there any like childhood like situation that made him like this? Like, what is it?
That's so real. Put it on the mother. It's now your problem to take your fucking son, your bitch ass son back. I'm done with his ass. Right. Okay, what is the craziest thing someone's ever asked you to do in bed?
In bed? To suck their toes. Like, ew. Guys, sorry, but ew, I'm never sucking a man's toes. Like, what? First of all, they don't even have that much good of a self-care, usually. And now you want me to suck your toes? Like, are they even washed? And like, guys, let me show you this moment. I went to Miami like 2 years ago, and I was on a jet ski with someone, and I looked down, and he had the longest pinky toenail ever. I swear on my baby sisters, I got scared. I was like, I don't know if he used that like, as a weapon. Like, if somebody's coming to attack him, he'll like just slice somebody with the pinky toenail. But girl, it was long and strong. And ever since then, I kind of do have a little bit of an ache when it comes down to guys' toes.
Wait, were you hooking up with this man on the jet ski?
We were just on the jet ski, right? And we were supposed to hook up. But when I tell you, I was like, girl, bring me back to shore right now. This is not okay. How the fuck you fit your feet in the sneakers? Seriously, with that long toenail, it was like this. I had so much questions.
Wait, Amaya, when someone asked you to suck their toes, what did you say to them?
Oh, hell no. I'm like, don't ruin the moment right now, my love. Like, everything's going smooth, like butter. And now you're going to come here with the kitchen knife and just slice me up. Like, hello, calm down. No, relax, my guy.
What is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done during a night of drinking?
Dude, oh my God. Guys, this was when I was like 21. Too much margaritas, just started drinking. Your girl started freestyling rapping on a date. And keep in mind.
Wait, what?
I started to freestyle rap on a date on our way back home. And it was a 1-hour car ride. So it's not like I just did one thing. I was just yapping, talking to myself. And then at first I thought he liked it. But then I go on Twitter and I seen that one, he blocked me on Twitter from seeing a tweet. And then 2, my friends sent it to me and they're like, bro, he just shitted on you. He was like, what would you do if a girl raps the whole entire car ride? And everybody was like, jump out the window. I'm like, oh my God.
Wait, you have to give me, from any recollection you have, a little rap. Give me a little something.
Dude, okay, so like.
You're like, we're driving, I'm driving. Ooh,
right.
Ooh, and you're like,
the
hit
margaritas is feeling nice. So it was literally like the Fat Joe lean back instrumental.
Yeah, give me it.
It was like, my name is Amaya, a little girl with a big dream, never get down on her knees if you know what I mean.
Meanwhile, this man is like, I'm about to swerve up the road.
Swerve off. But looking back, it was like, okay, I could definitely see like the fake smiles. Like, get me out of this car.
I also could see like it's fun for a couple minutes, but an hour? Like, I'm obsessed with you that you're like, let me give you another one. Hold on. Listen to this shit. This is amazing. Right. He's like, can I turn on the radio? You're like, no, I am the radio.
No,
I'm
seriously.
obsessed with you. Okay, fuck, marry, kill these sex positions.
Okay.
Doggy style, cowgirl, and missionary.
Okay. Mary, missionary, because eye contact, hello, open eyes. Fuck doggy style, exciting. And kill cowgirl. Baby, my knees be tired. Okay, I don't have the best joints. This is why I do yoga and I stretch it out, but we're trying to improve.
Okay, what is your go-to line if you want to start sexting?
Ooh, I would just be like, time to get wet. For both me and him.
I love how straightforward you are. Okay, what has been your wildest sexual mishap?
Mishap? Like what?
Like you fell off the bed and you got a concussion, like you broke an elbow.
Oh my God.
You fell off, whatever the fuck. Like a disaster.
Dude. So I was having sex with one of my ex-boyfriends, and I guess he got too excited that he farted. But like the fart was so bad that I almost threw up. I tried to act like it was like, okay, like obviously it's natural for humans to pass gas. That's good that you're passing gas, bro. We're all for it. But like we had to stop and move to a whole different room. And I'm like, please don't let this fart linger, because how to know was so not it.
Did he acknowledge it?
He was like, yeah, it was like, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm sure that was not me queefing. So it had to come from something else.
Why was it one of those like?
It was like that, like literally short but very, very impactful. Powerful.
Dude, you know what's so crazy is like I feel like that, as shitty as it is, it's like if it's loud, yeah, literally it's kind of awkward if it's loud, but if it doesn't smell, you're like, okay, that was weird, pretend it was a queef, keep it moving.
Yes.
If it reeks,
dude, I don't know what he was eating that day, but boy, was it. I survived, baby. I almost suffocated. Okay, I'm a survivor. I'm a gas fart person and the sex survivor.
You're so strong, Amaya. You're so strong.
The battles I face. The battles I face.
Okay, what is your weirdest turn on?
Weirdest turn on? I like, okay, like, you know when you're cuddling with somebody and like I love putting my face in their armpits a little bit. Obviously, if it smells crazy, then I'm going to like be like, oh hell no. But if it's a good smell, you know, like body,
you're in there.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Okay, have you ever had a threesome?
No.
Would you ever?
Yes, I would, but not now.
Okay,
not now. I feel like that's more for like 30s, like when like the sex is like to keep things exciting, you know.
30s. We're gonna save it for the 30s.
30s, yeah.
Love that for you. Okay, Amaya, what is your best skill in the bedroom?
Ooh, man, listen. There's a reason why my jaws snatch. Okay, your girl be stretching the jaw out, and I'm proud. Not everybody gets to see the skill. So, like, if you're able to see the scale, Brian.
Girl, I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. How do you think your life is going to be different now after Love Island? Like, are you going to lean into the fame? Like, what are you thinking?
I definitely do want to engage with my supporters as much as possible. Like, I just want to talk to them and know that, like, Amaya Papaya would never change. You get what I'm saying? And I really do want to leave a positive impact on women to know to never settle and to never change who they are. So as long as I keep on sending that message out, whether it's like my mini like get ready with me or vlogs, then for sure. But you know, a goal of mine, like I said earlier, is definitely to get my PhD. So maybe next year your girl will be returning back to school. And for anybody who would want to follow me in that journey, it's more than like I'm open.
Okay, you and Brian. Obviously, we saw you guys. You won Love Island. But now, what do you think this looks like in the real world?
Guys, I'm so excited to be in the real world with him without, like, mics up. And I could just talk to him whenever. And, like, I'm waiting for our truffle pasta date. And I can't wait to meet his family. I know I met some of his family, his Papa Bear, but I need to meet Mommy officially. He needs to come. We're going to be cooking together. There's just so much things that we have planned for us. And I'm just happy to be in this moment with him, right. You know?
Have you guys talked about long distance?
Yes.
Like, what are you guys thinking?
Yeah, so we're definitely going to be taking turns seeing each other. And Boston is not far away from me. I actually have cousins and friends out there. So Boston, your girl's coming.
I'm obsessed. You and Brian made history by being the first Hispanic couple to win Love Island.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What does that mean to you?
Man, it's really, really huge because I'm the first generation to be here in America. First generational nurse, like first time for like my parents literally came from Dominican Republic and like didn't have the best like upbringing. So Latino culture to me is very, very huge. So I mean, it's really I feel blessed and I feel so much gratitude, you know?
No, I think like for the world and especially right now, this was such an incredible moment in history. Like I think sometimes people obviously can look at Love Island and be like, oh, it's just a dating show. But to see you and Brian up on that stage and winning in the world that we're in right now, I think it's probably what a lot of people needed. And for you to be that person to give people that hope and that strength, like It's truly beautiful and incredible, Maya.
Oh
Seriously.
my gosh. Like hearing this from you is really huge. So thank you
Of course.
so much.
Of
And
course.
we feel so supported and so loved. And I'm glad that I was able to, well, me and Brian were able to be a part of this.
Can I ask you about just quickly, I know we don't have that much time, but like mental health.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people look at people on shows and we're all obsessed. We're like, we don't like this couple and we like this person. We don't like that person. But can you just kind of talk to me a little bit about what in maybe not as fun moments in the villa, like what did mental health look like in the villa, and like struggles, and just like how did people get through when things were dark,
yeah.
just to like understand for people watching, like this isn't all just fun and games, like we're real people.
Yeah, like literally we're real people. We have feelings. And I think sometimes like people forget how intense things could be in there. Like when you don't have any interaction with the outside world, you're not able to call your mom and dad and talk to them. Like we're literally just there. But when we have doctors like on like set, like psych doctors, so whenever we really are having a bad moment, or we feel like the world is like crashing down due to the intensity of emotions, we're able to take a break and talk to the doctors if needed to be. And everybody has their own way with navigating how they deal with their feelings. But one, for me, it was just one, loving it out, and two, just going on a dog and feeling that fresh air and like just embracing Mother Nature.
I'm going to do a couple rapid fire last minute questions and then we're ending. Okay. What is your take on BDSM?
Oh, baby, we love that. We love that. Okay.
You do? Love. Okay. How do you feel about Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah, it was Zendaya, right? Right? Wait, I think it was Zendaya.
No.
Oh wait, no, he's with Kylie.
Yeah, he's with Kylie.
I'm going crazy. Very cute.
Very cute. What is your most irrational fear?
I would have to say sharks. Like seriously, I sometimes when I'm underwater and my eyes are closed, I have like this big imagination of a shark coming to get me. I don't know why.
So do you go in the ocean a lot?
Well, from knee and beyond.
Yeah. That's it. What is your weirdest reoccurring dream?
Oh my gosh. I would have to say getting chased by naked people. No, seriously, like that's one of my night terrors. Have you ever watched the movie Hereditary?
No.
So there was like a scene there where like she's just like, I don't know, I forgot it was a he or she, but somebody just wakes up and like there's a scene of like naked people all around them. And like ever since then, that's like really like irrational fear of mine. I just hope I don't trip and fall.
Holy fucking shit.
No, I swear. Watch when you search it up. You're gonna be like, okay, I see what she's talking about.
Okay, fair. If you had a vibrator, if you have a vibrator and you had to name her, what would it be?
Rosa.
Okay, what is a song that will always hype you up?
Ooh, got that only.
What is the weirdest thing you keep in your purse?
I keep. Damn, I have a lot of weird things in my purse. Backup heels. Because I went out one day in NYC and like a purse as in like a tote bag. And then my heel literally broke. So then ever since then, I was like, no, we need to bring backup heels. Because girl, we're not ever going to be limping like that again. Yep.
Do you ever wear flats?
I wear flats sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is your dream threesome?
Let me see. Kim Kardashian.
Oh, that's good.
She is hot as fuck.
What message do you hope viewers take away from your time on the show overall?
To just really stay true to who you are. Never change for yourself. Even when people are making you feel like, okay, what's going on with me? What's wrong? There's never nothing wrong with you, baby. Like, shine. And if you're bright as too light, guess what? Put some motherfucking shades on, bitch. Like, let your sun bright and illuminate.
You obviously have gone viral for the songs that you love to make up when you're alone. Can you sing us a little something to close out your Call Her Daddy interview today? Give us a little Call Her Daddy, Amaya. I'm going to close my eyes and just vibe.
Okay. Call Her Daddy is on the show with Alex Cooper. We are here to glow. Call Her Daddy, you know what it is. Hey, let's get to the biz.
Honey, you're about to get a record deal. No, Amaya, truly, thank you so much for coming on. I feel like it is such a pleasure to sit down with you. You were such a bright energy in the villa, but to get to know you today, you're so funny. You're so charismatic. You're so loving. And I'm so happy that America made the right person famous.
Oh
Seriously.
my God, Alex, thank you so much. And girl, I love listening to all your podcasts. So once I got the news, I was like, there's no way. The Alex. So this was a huge, huge moment for me. Thank you so much. And you're beautiful inside and out.
I love you. I love you. Amaya, Call Her Daddy. We did it.
Yay!
Love you. Daddy gang, welcome back to another Sunday session here on Call Her Daddy. It is your father, okay? We are currently entering the peak of summer, right? And I was recently having a little wine night with one of my friends, and I was having a really productive and honest conversation with her. She's currently single, and I want to share with you some of the wisdom that came out of that conversation. So for any of my girls who need to hear this, my single girls who need to hear this, listen the fuck up.
Sunday morning, father's calling. Do. Every Sunday's Father's Day.
What the fuck? That was pretty good, right? I'm going to set the scene for you, okay? Picture this. The sun is very hot. You're hot. You're tan. Maybe you're 3 margaritas deep, okay? And you're scanning the beach for someone to make absolutely terrible decisions with. I see you. I support you. I honestly love that for you, okay? But before we dive in head first into a summer romance, we need to lay some of the ground rules, okay? I was thinking about it, and it's there is a really fine line between a vacation romance, a summer fling, and then a full-blown situationship. And it is so fucking vital to your mental health and my mental health, so you don't write into me freaking out, that you know what you're getting yourself into and which one you're getting into. So I want to kind of break down the vacation romance. Back when I was single, which feels like ages ago, I personally loved a vacation hookup, okay? Maybe they're a local who knows all the good spots, or they're a foreigner with some sexy accent. Maybe they're a surf instructor with a fucking 6-pack, or maybe it's just a fucking random guy that you match with on Tinder who's staying at your same hotel. Regardless, I feel like these whirlwind vacation flings can feel so special and hot and magical. But here is what I want you all to understand. They are only hot and special and magical because they're temporary. Okay? I want you guys to think about it when you're meeting a guy on a trip, you are on vacation mode. You're not getting Slack notifications. You're not getting emails. You don't have a to-do list. You're just focused on your tan lines and maybe who you're going to skinny dip with, okay? So of course, no shit, that feels really euphoric. That's incredible. But that rush of excitement that you're feeling doesn't mean, now lean in and listen closely, it doesn't mean that that person is your soulmate. Listen, maybe they are. I feel like that has happened to someone obviously before, but it's very far and few in between. So I want to be realistic today. You need to know what you're getting into, that if you try to extend a vacation fling into the real deal, into the real world, you're at your happiest state when you are on a trip. That's just a fact, right? So it is so easy to get confused and think that this person is like, what is making you happy? It's not the pina coladas. It's not the like people that are being nice at the hotel. It's not the palm trees. Like, it must be him. It must be love. No, it's not. Okay. Because think about it, when you get back to your normal life, could you really actually imagine being with them in your normal life? Because the sexy surfer guy that you met on the tropical beach somewhere, maybe he's not so sexy when he's freeloading at your apartment with no job, no friends, and his only real connection is to you. You know what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm going here? Like, my advice today for navigating vacation romances as we kick off summer is just let it be a beautiful memory, daddy gang. And don't try to ruin it by trying to force your vacation world into your actual normal world. Sure, you fucking bitch. You can toss them an Instagram follow. Totally fine. But what we don't need to do is start having a FaceTime relationship the second that your flight lands and pretending like you guys are in a full relationship. The last thing you want to do is have this really like fun weekend or week-long experience turn into a stretched out long distance thing. No, daddy gang, we don't need this. Not every single guy that you meet or girl you meet, it doesn't have to always end in a notebook romance. Do you get what I'm saying? So that is a vacation situation. So to all of my bitches that have, Miami or the Jersey Shore or California or wherever you're going this summer for vacation, keep that in mind, okay? It's fun. And then leave the fun there and go back to your reality. Okay. Now I want to talk about summer flings or summer hookups, okay? Because these are an entirely different game than a vacation hookup. This is probably going to be someone that is in your city, right? Someone that you could be seeing like semi-regularly. And the most important part is this is someone that you know isn't long-term material. Let's really let that sink in. Let's let that thing sink in, okay? A summer fling is not long-term material. They have an expiration date. And that, in my opinion, when I look back on any summer fling I ever had, like that's part of the appeal, right? Because you don't get bothered per se by parts of this person that would actually annoy you in an actual relationship, right? Like maybe you find all of their fucking friends annoying. That's fine. You won't see them after August. You're just having really good fucking sex. Maybe you hate their fucking shitty car. Who cares? You only need it for a backseat hookup. Even if they're unemployed, even better. Like actually really fucking hot. You have more time to day drink in the sun together. It's like your dates with a summer fling should be so light. Beach days, ice cream dates, spontaneous hookups on the beach. Like you're not even trying to go to like white tablecloth dinners or have long emotional conversations and talks about your fucking childhood. June, July, August, that's fine. That's it. So fun. But once we hit the end of August, my biggest advice is you need to be really careful if this person is still around. You're all like, okay, Alex, this is like, what the fuck? But I'm being dead serious. If you want to keep seeing this person past that 3-month summer mark, this is what I realized having drinks with my girlfriend, because it's happened to me and I know it could happen to you. And so I don't want it to happen to you. If you keep seeing this person past summer, you're going to enter into situationship territory. And who the fuck wants that? No, seriously. Like, because also when I say that, the rules for a situationship are so fucking different from the rules of a summer fling. And I'm saying rules, when I'm saying this, I'm just actually trying to make you not get hurt or not get strung along or not string someone along. Like, I'm just trying to help you guys here. Obviously do whatever the fuck you want. But in my opinion, no matter who the person you're talking to is during summer, by, I think, that 3-month mark, someone always is going to start to have feelings. Most of the time it's not both. It's usually one. And all of a sudden you find yourself like, maybe we're checking his follower list, right? And you're spiraling about like whether he's still on dating apps or not, right? Like, you're starting to become a little creep. Like, the minute you feel like a creep, you've taken it too far, okay? Don't be a creep, okay? Get it together. Like, this is not the fun fling that you were going for all summer. Carefree, so fun, so fun. And now all of a sudden, you're a creep. Like, how did that happen? All of a sudden, you're like, oh my God, like, I know who he follows. Like, if you know at least 5 girls by their profile picture that he follows, creep. Like, I've been there, creep. Like, that's not what we want, okay? And if you find yourself in this accidental situationship with someone, in my opinion, again, my opinion, it's okay if you want me to fuck off, but in my opinion, here are the rules. Number 1, I think you need to be real about what you want for yourself outside of this person. Do you want to stay single? Are you ready for a real relationship? What dating goals do you have for yourself, and do they align with the person that you're seeing? And if they don't, okay, thank him for his service, but let's keep it fucking moving and move the fuck on. So that's number 1. We're clear about what we want. Number 2, you need to clarify exclusivity. Honey, are you one of the 10 girls on their roster? And are you okay with him dating other people? Like, what happens if he starts to get serious with someone else? I know, obviously, the exclusivity conversation is the actual fucking worst, and you obviously, like, you don't need to ask, like, what are we? Just try to get a sense of clarity on how many we's this person has. Because the more we's, you're just still a creep. Truly though, like, you need to be real with yourself, because I know you bitches, because I've done it too. I'm the only one. Or even if you find out he has a couple others, you're like, but I'm his favorite. Excuse me. No. Again, if you're okay with that, that's what I'm saying. If you're okay with that, if you're okay of being one of many, if you're okay with kind of like sharing the cock, right? Like, ooh, you hop on that thing on Monday and I'll swirl around and sit on it on Wednesday. Like, oh my God, amazing. As long as you're okay with that. But for the most part, bitches, don't fucking lie to me. We convince ourselves we're okay with it, and we're fucking rattled. We can't sleep. We're having weird dreams. We're getting heat sweats. Like, we're not okay with it. If you run into him at the bar and he's with another fucking girl, are you gonna just like take a shot and brush it off and be totally fine? Or are you going to have a full-blown mentee be in the bathroom and drunk text him 36 times later that night, I thought you loved me. No, you creep. He never loved you. And he let you know that, but you got so in your fucking head and you were like making up this romance novel that never existed. It never existed. So these are the things you unfortunately do need to think about, or else you're going to get hurt, right? And if you are looking to keep someone around on your fall lineup, you need to be thinking about these things, because when you start a relationship as chill and then you potentially want to progress it to more serious, there needs to be a fucking conversation. No one is just knowing that all of a sudden our fucking orgies, now you want to be monogamous with me. Like, you gotta say it out loud or he's not gonna know, okay? It's not gonna get easier. This is like so depressing. You're all like, okay, when does it like get fun? No, but I'm being honest. I think you need this pep talk, you guys, because if I was single, I would want to hear this too. We throw ourselves into summer. We have so much fucking fun. And then all of a sudden we think we're getting a ring. And instead you don't even get a call. You don't even get a call back. It's not going to get easier if you don't have honest conversations with yourself. And then to kind of tie this all up, I want to talk just about finally the situationship rule number 3 in my head. And it's kind of what I've been saying, and it's kind of a culmination of everything, but keep your expectations low. This man is not your boyfriend. He does not owe you emotional support. This is a fuck buddy with a penis and occasional non-sexual hangout privileges. But really, if we're honest with ourselves, the only reason that you guys are hanging out, it's almost like the hangout is foreplay to the casual sex. You know what I mean? So when you catch that your emotional state is starting to depend on where you are at with this guy, it is time to be real with yourself. That is the immediate red flag in your head. Wait, I'm checking his Instagram too much. I somehow know his aunt's name. I know all of his ex-girlfriends' names by heart. I actually can memorize the weddings they went to together and all of their friend group and his favorite food. And you know too much. You know too much. The summer fling to situationship to relationship pipeline is rare. And it's not one that I recommend. It's really fucking rare that it works out. Also on Call Her Daddy, I've always said we don't believe in cuffing season over here just because it gets fucking cold outside. Like, we're not like, I guess we'll just date now because no. That's how you end up dating a guy you never even saw a future with in the first place. But it was just like, it's cold. I want to drink hot cocoa and decorate a fucking tree with him. Yeah, bitch, call your fucking mom. So, daddy gang, have fun this summer. You're all like, how the fuck am I supposed to have fun, Alex? You literally just made me want to be fucking celibate. No. You're going to have fun this summer and make some memories, scrapbook it up. But when summer ends, my biggest advice is you're going to let the fling end too. I promise you will thank me in the fall. And again, there's going to be the 1% of you. Isn't it so nice to be a part of the 1%? If you're one of those fucking bitches that meets this tanned god and he's a lifeguard or something and he's saving you, and then you hook up later that night, and then you go to a party and his friends are normal and then you're hooking up, and then it's good, and all of a sudden it's September and then it's October and you're going to fucking festivals where you get, what the fuck are the Halloween things called, where you get on the thing and you go to the haunted house and you're doing all these fun little things and you're making cookies together, and then he asks you to be his girlfriend. Good for you, you fucking whore, okay? But that's not most of our experiences. It's a wham, bam, fuck me in the back of your truck. You accidentally put in my asshole and now I'm in love with you. And oh my God, little did I know, you have a wife. That's the reality. Men are liars. That's what this whole episode is actually about. Men are disgusting. And men will make you think, oh yeah, baby, it was just his Monday, baby. And then his next Tuesday, he's fucking your sister. And you're like, wait, I thought we were in love. You were in love with the idea of him because you met him in the summer. When I met you in the summer. That's why that song was created. Who sings that? Calvin Harris? Don't care. The point is, don't let yourself be a victim of thinking it's going to be more than a fucking vacation little romance, a summer fling. Situationships are the fucking worst. Unless you're just like horny as fuck and you just want to have so much sex. Yeah, go for it, you fucking bitch. Love you. Okay, I hope that was helpful to kick off this glorious summer. And, no one should be feeling depressed. It's actually really quite helpful. We avoid feelings and we acknowledge when things are sexual and fun. And if you want to dip into your feelings, then you need to be straight up with someone. That's all it is. This is my favorite time of a Sunday session, obviously, is to take a trip. We are going to slurp down our throats a little escargot. We're going to look at the skinny men smoking cigarettes and we're going to fuck them till the sun comes up because we are taking a first class flight. Yes, on me. First class flight. We're flying first class up in the sky because we are going to a little place I'd like to go. Little place I'd like to go. Questions of the motherfucking week. Questions of the motherfucking week. Questions of the motherfucking week. Okay. Do you guys want to answer some questions? Her Daddy is brought to you by Neutrogena. Summer is here and the sun is shining. You need powerful sun protection that feels light on your skin. Meet Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Sunscreen. This SPF 70 lotion absorbs fast with a smooth, dry touch finish, so you'll forget you're even wearing it. It blocks 97% of burning UV rays and is water resistant for up to 80 minutes. Lightweight, effective, and perfect for sunny days. It's just what your summer needs. Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Sunscreen. You can't feel. Shop now at Target. Call Her Daddy is brought to you by White Claw. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're way too hot to be spending the summer sitting inside scrolling on your phone. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop letting plans die out in the group chat. Grab a White Claw and go make some memories, okay? Whether you're yapping poolside, hitting a barbecue, or just kicking back around a fire, a cold White Claw goes perfectly with your summer plans. That's right, Daddy Gang. It is White Claw summer. 100 calories in 12 glorious ounces, gluten-free, and the taste you know and love. I like to pick up a variety pack so that I can guarantee everyone can get their favorite flavors. I am personally through and through always a black cherry girl, but Matt loves the mango and Lauren's favorite is lime. So there's truly something for everyone. It's time to come out of hibernation and stop leaving everyone on red. We're finding a guy with a boat and we're having a damn drink. My friends and I strictly drank White Claw for an entire girls trip last year. And now I can't even smell sunscreen without being reminded of that trip. It was honestly the best time ever. There is nothing better than warm sun, a tiny bikini, tiny bikini, and an ice cold claw in your hand. That is peak life. Pick up a pack from your favorite local spa and grab life by the claw with your favorite flavor this summer. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer works. Chicago, Illinois. Question 1. How do I tell my boyfriend that his mom can't stay with us when she comes to town? She lives out of state and frequently visits. She always stays for a week minimum. I don't want to be that girlfriend who bitches about this, but I just love my own space and hate constantly hosting. I also feel like I'm being judged for every little thing in the house when she's here. Is it rude to ask if he can get her a hotel the next time? Oh my gosh. Okay. First of all, I so feel for you because this was like a thing Matt and I dealt with in the beginning of our relationship where Matt could host every night, every day, everywhere. And when I'm in my house, I feel like such an introvert, and I had to explain to him, like, it's not that I don't want to host. I just need to have a better cadence with it and not be doing it so frequently because I recharge in my house and I feel like I can't be my full self when obviously people are here and I'm hosting. And so the fact that this is your mother-in-law, I can imagine how difficult of a dynamic it is to bring this up to your boyfriend. My first bit of advice is like, you need to tread really carefully because some guys with their moms are such fucking freaks and they act actually like they're still sucking from their mom's titty. So just be wary. You know what I mean? Also, that's like a good sign. Like if he's like actually crazy about it, he probably wants to fuck his mom, but that's for another time. It doesn't feel like he wants to fuck his mom. It more feels like he's treating it like this is his mom and he's comfortable with his mom being there and this is your mother-in-law. So this is your space. It's weird to have a woman or anyone staying in your home for a week, all like multiple times during the year. That's a lot. So I'm validating you. That's a lot. If it was a weekend, like twice a year, totally fine. A week, every few months, I would be like, I gotta move out. If anything, get me a fucking hotel room. Let me go for a fucking little spa trip while you and your mom bang it up. But no, I think this would be my advice to you. I think you could sit your boyfriend down and be like, hey, I was just thinking about it because I love your mom so much. And I always think about it like, wow, she's so lovely and respectful when she comes. And I do love spending time with her, but I feel like a week when she's here is just a lot, and it almost has nothing to do with her. It has to do with me, of like having someone in our space for a week I feel like I can't be my true self. Like if I want to just go sit and relax after a long day of work and be in silence, like obviously I'm not going to ignore your mom while she's sitting in the living room and stuff, or we don't get as much alone time, or we don't get to decompress after going to dinners with her. Like it's hard for me to find a balance, and it's impacting me in a way that I don't like how I'm feeling. So I was wondering if we could compromise and either have her stay on weekends, but then if she's going to stay the full week, maybe we get her a hotel. So like during the work week, we can just have our normal life, and then we can obviously go to dinners or whatever with her. But I just need a little help with boundary setting here, because I don't want this to come off like I don't love your mom. I'm just feeling like I don't love people in my space for that amount of time. Because girlfriend, who the fuck wants their mother-in-law living with them for a fucking week? I'm sorry, Lisa, I love you. If you're listening to this, bitch fucking knows. I'm like, my mother-in-law would know. She literally will be here and she'll be like, okay, you want me to leave? I'm like, yes, love you, bye. Like I also don't love the lack of awareness from your mother-in-law. That's why I'm saying you have to tread lightly, because from my experience with my mom and Matt's mom, like they know we love them and we also like our alone time, to the point where I'm like, I'm surprised she hasn't been like, oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like I'm like too in your space. I'm going to give you guys time. That's where I'm like, ooh, this could be tricky. So maybe compromise on starting with more of like a, maybe she stays for the weekend, or overall, let's just get her a hotel super close by. And if your boyfriend reacts like a crazy person and defends his mom and acts like you're crazy, I'm here to tell you, you're not crazy. Mother-in-laws in your space, that is a recipe for a mental break, honestly. And we don't need that. You know what I mean? So guard your boundaries, but have a calm conversation with him. Also, last point, and this is really how you'll probably even know if you want to marry this man. When he brings this up to his mother, if he is down for what you're presenting, in no fucking world should this man present it to his mom like, oh, it was Casey's idea. No. We're presenting this as a united front. If anything, you take the fucking hit, bitch, because you came out of her, okay? It's your mother. She'll love you forever, but it's too dicey. So make sure that he is presenting it in a way that's not making you look in a bad light, because then it's just going to be a whole new spew of problems, and you don't need that. Okay, next question. I'm getting married this fall and made a mistake. I sent a save the date to a coworker I no longer want at the wedding. No one at my office likes her, but I always gave her a chance until she fucked me over in front of my boss last week. I know it's my wedding and I can invite who I want, but I'm worried it will come off in a bad way if I don't follow through. Will I look like the mean girl? How do I handle this at work, and what do I even say to her? Okay, first of all, that is really fucking shitty, but my first note to you is your wedding is not a charity event, and your wedding is also not a co-workers mingling happy hour event. This is your wedding, and it is a day to be completely about you. And so if you're having regret, and also it's one thing if you're having regret, it's another thing if this person literally just fucked you over at work, I get are in a weird position, but I would rather you be in a weird position to end this rather than get to your wedding and have someone there that you don't like. So yes, it's going to be a little uncomfortable, but let's also make sure that you're not compromising just to make someone feel good. So this would be my advice. It's tough because since it's a work dynamic and you're going to see her obviously when you come back from your wedding, I don't think you need to tell her. Obviously, it's up to you, but like you have to see this woman every day. It's one thing if it's a friendship breakup, but like this is someone you work with, right? So my advice would be you send a text or you say it in person. You said you only sent a save the date. You didn't send them like the official now new invite of like details and everything of the wedding. So I think you could text her and say, hey, I wanted to let you know that over the past month or two, my husband and I have been going through our wedding list, and due to a bunch of different circumstances, we are pulling back on the number of guests, and I don't think you're going to be able to come now. And I just wanted to let you know, no hard feelings, and appreciate your support, and leave it at that. And I think that if she comes at you and is anything other than totally understand, fuck that bitch. Because you're gonna come at me for a second. First of all, why would you shouldn't even be at my wedding. You should have the fucking self-awareness to not even think you should come. Hopefully she was never even gonna come, right? Because she just fucked you over in front of your boss. But if she gets nasty with it, like, wow, other coworkers are going and I'm not coming, like, got it, like, Macy, like, you're a fucking cunt, I think you just leave it. I don't think in the wake of your wedding, I don't think that you need drama, and sending this text is going to give you temporary anxiety, but then it's going to alleviate so much anxiety on the day that actually matters. So be straight up, but not fully. Unless you want to, and you can be like, hey, I don't really appreciate everything that went down the other week with our boss. I felt like you were undermining me and it made me look in a really bad light. And I know I sent you a save the date. And I don't even have like ill will towards you, but because it is my wedding, I don't want to have anyone there that I'm not on like perfect, great terms with. And I don't feel that way with you right now. And so respectfully, I'm going to decline the offer. And maybe when I'm back, we can look to like repair things. But for right now, I want to have a clear head for my wedding and I don't want drama. Either one, being more direct or a little less direct, do it. You will feel so much fucking better. I remember Matt and I had a couple people, but one person kind of like more specifically that we just like, we knew they would think they were going to be invited to our wedding. And at the same time, we were like, I don't want to invite them. And we almost were having like over dinner conversations when we would talk about our wedding leading up to, we would find ourselves getting anxiety about this one person. And it was someone more in Matt's life. And then finally, I remember just being like, babe, pause, listen to us. We're not even focusing anymore on like how this is a day about us and our love and our marriage and our family. Like this, we have our answer. And it was so fucking hard, but I'm so happy we didn't invite them. And I look back and we still say we made the right decision. So trust your gut on this one. And I'm really fucking sorry. That's so shit. You don't want drama around your wedding, but to make you feel better, everyone has drama around their wedding. And if this is the peak of it for you, girl, you got out fucking easy. Okay. Next question. Okay. Hi, Father. How do I stop comparing my boyfriend to my friends' partners? I'm 29 and most of my friends are in their early 30s with partners in their mid 30s. My boyfriend is 26, so he's kind of a decade behind when it comes to career and finances. I get insecure sometimes because he still is starting out and we don't really have the same financial stability as my friends and their partners. I know it's not his fault. He has a good job and is working hard, but I can't help feeling a little jealous when I see my friends' partners and what they bring to the table. Okay. Oh my God. I have a lot of thoughts and I'm going to just be really honest. And obviously, you know your situation better than anyone. And I don't have all the details, but I'm just going to kind of rattle off some of my thoughts. Number one, for me, I think I would have a hard time dating a younger man. More in that like 20-30 range. Obviously, if you were like in your 50s, 60s, redating, like sure. But it's like that pivotal time where I feel like maturity is a big obvious glaring thing. Like it's like you can almost tell like when someone's in their 20s versus their 30s, right? And my worry for you is when you're writing this, if you felt really secure with your relationship, which you're saying, I guess you're saying you don't, you're saying you get insecure sometimes. My worry is this is something that is highlighting a bigger issue in your relationship. If you were madly in love with this person and you thought they were so talented and smart and all the things, I don't know if you would be saying this. Again, I think it's normal to compare. That's literally all we do in life, right? You're comparing how you look compared to someone. You're comparing your job, your house, your finances, your looks, your outfits, your family dynamics, your status, like all of it. That's normal. But the fact that you're feeling insecure about your partner, I've had that in a different way. And like, it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away because if you really are in love with someone and you feel good about them, you would find holes in your friends' partners and be like, yeah, but they have that, but like he has this, you know what I mean? And I worry for you that him being younger and not where you want him to technically be could potentially be something that keeps eating at you throughout your relationship. I could be completely wrong, and I may be projecting because I have a friend that was in this situation a few years ago where it was just like, eventually she was like, I feel like I'm dating a kid. And I didn't think that the 4 or 5 year age gap was going to impact me. But I guess men naturally are more immature than women, and it takes them longer to mature. So there's a lot of factors that are up against you. So I think you need to sit with yourself and recognize, is this literally just because of a money thing? That is so fucking normal to feel insecure financially at stages in your life when other people have not that burden. Totally fair. But look underneath the hood, and is it like, or are you also kind of like, I feel like I'm insecure because I'm dating him and he's not this and he's not that and he's not this, and we're all in our 30s at this stage, and he's like a baby and just graduated college and is trying to figure his shit out. But I'm sorry, that I'm sure that's weighing on you, but you'll know the answer. Like, you will know. Would it solve everything if he had all the money in the world? I don't know. You will know that within yourself. And last thing I'll leave you with, and this is something that I talk about with my friends and Matt all the time, is like, please keep in mind when you're looking at your friends and their relationships, it doesn't mean that they have it all too, right? Like, you are looking at something that is clearly an insecurity of yours. They have more financial stability. Therefore, they are able to do more things. They can go to more concerts. They can go out for more dinners. They can go to nicer places, whatever it be. That's your insecurity in your relationship. So you're projecting and you're looking at them being like, oh, they have it all. But they all may be going through their own shit. Maybe there's some of your friends that like haven't had sex in months and their romantic physical connection isn't there. Maybe there's people that are actually overspending and it looks like they're enjoying themselves, but they're also in financial situation that they're not feeling like. We don't know. Maybe they're fighting, or they're great. Regardless, we always look at people, and when they have something that we don't have, we can get insecure and feel like, damn, I want that, but really you don't want that, because that's not your relationship. You know that you don't have the same type as your friend. You know that guy wouldn't be as good for you, because you know what I mean? So everything is relative, but it's tough. I completely acknowledge that. I have definitely been victim of it. Okay. Oh my God. I chose this one for all the girls. Daddy, I need help. I have a serious shopping problem. I spend way too much money on shoes, clothes, jewelry, purses, everything. Fashion's always been how I express myself, and buying new stuff makes me feel like I'm keeping up. But I'm supposed to be saving for a wedding and a house later this year, and I cannot stop spending. I went through my closet the other day and had a full-blown panic attack when I realized how much I've spent on stuff I've worn maybe once. I don't know how to stop. Please help me get it together. Girl, you came to the right place. I totally get it. Like, I have been someone that on Sundays, to not get the Sunday scaries, it relaxes me to watch Grey's Anatomy and scroll on and shop. And maybe I'm not even buying some of the shit, but it's nice and fun to scroll. I think that's like a normal thing for girls to shop. It does sound like you obviously have a little bit more of a problem where you can't stop yourself. You're even saying that there's some stuff in your closet that you have not even like worn. Here would be my advice. I don't know if this is a little too extreme, but maybe try it. It could help. I think maybe you should go on a 30-day fashion shopping fast. And I think you should, even if you want to like go and shop online, but don't buy anything, even just like put links into your notes app and be like, once the 30 days is over, I want to buy this. And then if you still want to buy it, well, that's on you. But 30 days without shopping. And instead, what I would do, and I've actually been annoyed with myself, and I think everyone does this, you buy something and you barely wear it. I would urge you in these 30 days of your shopping fast to go into your closet and do a couple things. Number one, put outfits together with things that you haven't worn and force yourself to wear it that day. Like, I think we all get into a habit of kind of having a closet of stuff, but you wear pretty similar stuff. You have your go-to shirt, you have your go-to jacket, pants, all the things. And if you haven't worn it in a while, force yourself to wear it. And if you are like, I actually don't want to wear it, why don't you go and sell it? Go on Poshmark, go on eBay, go on The RealReal, like go and sell the shit and make your money back of the stuff that you're actually not buying and you just bought on a shopping whim. But overall, I think you need to look at yourself. And if you can't make it the 30 days, you may actually need to get into therapy and get some help, because this does sound a little bit like an addiction, and you don't want to continue your life where you are blowing all of your finances on clothes that you're also barely fucking wearing. But yeah, let's do a fast. Maybe I'll do it with you. Who knows? Okay. Call Her Daddy is brought to you by ZipRecruiter. Back in my dating app days, there was truly nothing worse than swiping on a cute guy, setting up a date, and then meeting him in person and finding out that he wasn't what he appeared to be. Okay, sometimes he would be 5 inches shorter than he said on his profile. Sometimes the photos were 10 years old, or sometimes he'd be in a whole secret relationship already that I didn't even know about. You know what I mean? There is nothing worse than wasting time on something because you didn't have all the info about what you were getting into. But if you're looking for a job, that situation will not happen on ZipRecruiter. Boom. Did you like that transition? Yes. We all know how important salary and benefits are. That's why most jobs on ZipRecruiter include that info, so you can make an informed decision before you hit apply, Daddy Gang. A hidden lowball salary is basically the equivalent of a guy lying about his height. And Daddy Gang, you don't need to be dealing with this, okay? You can start finding real quality jobs right away when you go to ziprecruiter.com/CHD. ZipRecruiter finds and sends you great job matches in minutes, and you can apply to most with just one click. Most applications on ZipRecruiter are viewed right away within 48 hours based on their recent data, so you know where you stand sooner, okay? ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated job site based on G2. Over 172 million job seekers have used ZipRecruiter in their job search. Go to ZipRecruiter and get all the info you need to land an amazing job. Just go to this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/CHD right now to get started. Again, that's ziprecruiter.com/CHD. Daddy, I don't know what to do. My best friend just told me that she's been having an affair with a married man with kids. She recently broke up with her boyfriend of 3 years, and apparently this has been going on ever since. I told her straight up I don't think it's okay, but she said she didn't care and she's still doing it. I'm honestly sick over it. I don't agree with it at all, and it's making me question who she even is. But she's been my best friend for 15 years. I feel stuck. I can't talk to anyone about it, and I just don't know what to do. Dude, that is fucked behavior. Damn, I'm really sorry, because when you added in the 15-year friendship, I was like, fuck that. I was going to be like, fuck this bitch. And then I'm like, oh my God, I get it. It's your friend of 15 years. And she basically told you, fuck off. I'm not going to listen to you. Where does that leave you? My opinion, if I'm putting myself in your shoes, that leaves you to realize all you can do is control yourself in this moment. There is no reason for you to try to convince her, stop having this affair. It's only going to rupture your relationship even more. And if she doesn't want to listen to you, she's not going to listen to you. We're all adults here, you know? So if anything, the only reason for you to keep going at her and trying to get her to stop would be to fulfill something in yourself, to make you feel better, like you tried to get her away from this person and you're trying to save this family. I think you need to just let it go. And I think the hard thing about friendships is, especially long-term friendships, is sometimes we have such an image of our friends from when we met them and our early days of our relationship that we don't actually look at ourselves and be like, how has my friendship with this person progressed? And do I like who they are as a person? And do I like how I feel around them? And this is a perfect example of someone like, yes, there is history there, but this is like a pretty fucked up thing for a person to do. So I think you need to pull back. And the hope is you pull back, you focus on yourself, you don't let this take up space in your brain, because it's icky and it's like foul behavior. Like I agree. I couldn't be around a friend that's having a fucking affair with a married man with kids. Like, it is gross. But the more you focus on yourself, the one hope would be she eventually comes to you in a month, 6 months, a year, and is like, I am so fucking sorry. I don't know what the fuck I was going through, and I don't know what that was feeding in me. And I look back and I was a shell of a human being of myself. After my breakup, I threw myself into this. I thought it would make me feel better. It didn't. And like, I'm so fucking sorry for pushing you away. And I am disgusted with myself. Like, I'm going to get into therapy and I don't know what the fuck happened. That would be the hope and the dream. Unfortunately, I think as adults, we have to start to recognize people are going to make weird fucking decisions, right? We've all been there. Your friend marries a guy that you're like, he's like literally emotionally or verbally, or hopefully not, but like physically abusive. And we all can't sit here and watch this happen and feel good. So you probably stop going over for dinners as much. And you have friends who become so angry about their situation, whether it's their job or their relationship, that they start to be an angry drunk when you guys go out to dinners, right? And you're like, I can't keep wasting my Fridays on the one time of the week that I get to go out and have you like yelling at me. Like, everyone has that thing that you're kind of like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Newsflash, you don't have to be a part of it anymore. And I know it feels weird because when you're the person that's not being the aggressor or doing the wrong thing, you almost feel this sense of like, but I can't give up on them. But it would be weird to pull away. No. At some point, yes, after you have said something to your friend, after you've actively tried to help them and they actively look you in the face and say, fuck off, basically, you do then have to take some accountability to pull away and recognize you can only fully control yourself. And if they want to come back, they will come back. But maybe this is kind of the end of a beautiful friendship for what it was for a while. And maybe you can start to look at, has it actually been that good the past year or two? Has she been in tune with you, and has she been a good friend? I don't know. And if she has, then we can hope that she comes back and she fucking hopefully the wife walks in on them fucking. She runs down the street. She breaks her fucking leg. Well, no, but you know what I mean. And she has a wake up call. She almost gets hit by a car. She's in the hospital. She calls you and she says, I'm never going to fuck a married man again. You never know. Something could fall out of the sky, hit her in the head. She's concussed. She wakes up. She's a better woman. We can hope, but we can't expect. Okay, next. This is fucking tough. Are we ready? All right, Daddy, this might be a weird one, but I need help. How do I tell my best friend that she needs to chill on the filler? It started with a little Botox, then some lip filler, and now it's every month she's getting something else put in her face. She's already so beautiful, and now she's starting to look kind of unrecognizable. Is it my job as her best friend to tell her to stop, or is this just a canon event I can't interfere with? Damn. That's really fucking tough, because I'm trying to think like what I would do, because a part of me I feel for you, right? Because it's like bringing up your friend's looks in general is tough. And I think someone that's going to get an excessive amount of work done, and then like, it's one thing to be like Botox, yay, a little bit of filler, woo. And then once they get to the point where it's like, girl, like your face is looking like a fucking cinder block, clearly there's something going on with her, right? Like there is an insecurity in her. There's something going on and she's taking it too far and she doesn't see it. It's like fucking eyebrow blindness that everyone talks about on TikTok, or it's filler blindness. Like I get that. Or it's blonde blindness where it's like, I'm not blonde enough. And it's like, you have 3 strands of hair left on your head and they are platinum fucking blonde. Number 1, my piece of advice, you have to kind of assess what is your relationship with this person. Because I'm thinking about like my best friends and I, if any of us are ever going to get something done, we FaceTime and call that person. And it's like, okay, wait, I was thinking about doing this. Like, do you think I need it, or am I being fucking insane? So if my friend, I feel like I would have a gauge to be like, no, wait, because last time you did this, don't do that. If you don't have that relationship, this is how I would approach it. I think you sit her down, not actually like schedule a meeting, but like whether you're having drinks or you're at a dinner or you're just hanging. And I think you say, hey, I wanted to bring something up that I like hate that I'm bringing this up, but I know that if the roles were reversed, I would want you to say something to me. And I want you to know I love you so fucking much. And I think you're so beautiful and you're my best friend. And I'm only saying this because I would want you to do the same for me. I have obviously noticed that you've been getting more stuff done lately. And I just wanted to check in with you and see like how you're doing and make sure you're okay. I think you have to make sure. Did you kind of like notice my wording here where I'm not like, so I've noticed that you've been getting a lot done to your face and you look so different and it is starting to look botched. So I'm just wondering like why you're doing that, because like it's not looking good. No, don't use the word botched. Don't even use the words like you're looking different. Like obviously she can't see it. If she knew like, wow, I look fucking crazy, but it takes a while to get to the point where you recognize that, right? And so I think it's being very loving and it's just saying, as a friend, I would want you to do the same for me. And then again, like I feel like the theme of this is like, you can only go so far. If she's like, what are you talking about, and blows up on you, she is eventually going to realize it, right? Because one day a doctor is going to be like, I can't put another syringe in your fucking face. Or she's going to take it so far that then all of a sudden she'll have her own recognition because her fucking mom's going to send her a picture of herself when she was a child. And she'll be like, that wasn't me. And they're like, no, Rebecca, it's literally you. But post nose job, chin implant, jaw implant, you do look a little different. And then she'd be like, oh my God, I was so cute. Why do I look like that? Like something will break for her. But maybe you can get in there and just make her not feel insecure is the biggest fucking thing. You have been there. We've all been there. If a friend brings something up to you and they do it in a way that you can recognize it in the moment, but because they're being so aggressive, you get defensive. And it's like maybe later that night, it will actually sink in and you'll be able to handle it. But then you're like, well, I'm not going to talk to her about it because she was so judgy and so rude about how she handled it. So it's with grace and it's with ease. But again, everyone's going to do what they want to do. So you don't want to fuck up your relationship by telling her that her face is fucking botched, you know? Okay, this is one that I really feel is good to end with because it honestly kind of goes back to the beginning of this episode. Hi, Daddy. I went out last weekend and met this really cute guy. We talked seriously all night and had the best chemistry. He ended up walking me home and asking for my number, but didn't try to kiss me or anything. It's been a week and he hasn't texted me. I found his Instagram and am thinking about DMing him, but is that crazy? I want to shoot my shot, but also I know that if he wanted to, he would. I kind of just want to know whether he's into me or not so I can mentally compartmentalize him. So, sweetie, 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 you have your answer. You know what I mean? Like, let's use those context clues. He walked you home. He didn't try to kiss you. He asked for your number. He didn't give you his number. And when he asked for your number, he didn't say texting you now, so you have it. He didn't call you saying, that's my number. Did that work? Did I write that down? He just, oh, thanks for your number. Bye. Walked away. It's been a week. You haven't heard from him. He has your number. He hasn't heard from, no. Ole, ole, ole. He fucking hates you. He doesn't hate you, but he doesn't like you. You know what I mean? We gotta just fucking take it on the chin and roll. If a man takes your number and doesn't fucking text you immediately in the next 24 hours, 48 hours, it's a no for him, dog. You know? And I feel like you going and looking at his Instagram and then you're going to try to DM him. Why do you have to DM him? Let's remember, because he didn't give you his number. You know what I mean? For all you know, this man has a full girlfriend. Like, this is something that is so hard in the moment to notice, and I so get that, but that's why you need that fatherly advice to smack it out of you, to be like, no. Why do you have to DM him? Because you don't have the number. He asked for your number, and he has never texted you again. I know it's hard, and I think this is now to be less of aggressive. Why I think it's so hard sometimes is when you have a really fucking fun night with someone, there's two things that can happen. Number one, you can be misinterpreting the fun night as, oh my God, this is literally the beginning of the rest of my life. And they're blowing off steam after work and they're just having a nice time. And if it was you or fucking Samantha or Caroline or grandma fucking Ida, he would have talked to anyone that night at the bar. You know what I mean? Like he just was looking for a little bit of comfort and a good time talk. And then that was it. So you have to compartmentalize, like, this was a good moment, but that doesn't mean shit. It was a good moment, but how did he act after the good moment? It's easy to have a fun night where you don't know someone's backstory, you don't know their baggage, you don't know jack shit. They're just a fucking pretty girl in a bar and a hot guy in a bar, and you buy a drink together, you hit it off, he walks you home, and he fucking never talks to you again. That is the easiest thing to actually do. And the harder thing to do is follow up and actually have a date and now have a conversation and have a planned situation. And he's not doing that. It sucks though. I think I've been there where I've, met a guy at a bar and been like, oh my God, that was so fucking fun. And then he just didn't give me the same energy back the following days. And I was like, got it. This is kind of weird. Clearly I'm misreading this. So I'm going to pull back. And I think that's all you can do. Wait in the wings. If he ever texts you, I'm gonna give you the cheat code and just give you the answer now. He's never gonna text you. So go back out to the bars, find another guy. And I actually was gonna say, make sure you get their number next. I think you now know. If a man ever asks for your number and he doesn't give you his back or he doesn't text you immediately, he's kind of trying to awkward exit. We've all done that. Daddy gang, we have all done that. And I have done that. I have done that to friends of Matt's that are like periphery friends that like we run into, and they're like, oh my God, well, oh, you're like, oh my God, we should get to, oh, totally. Give me your number. Give me that number. And I am never gonna fucking text you. Not because, all for different reasons. Sometimes it's like because there's nothing to say. And in the moment, understandably, if someone, I give credit. There's moments in work settings where someone's like, oh yeah, maybe we know, but we're trying to end the conversation and it's weird to just be like, bye sometimes, and people word vomit. So they're like, let's get a little drink. And it's like, we don't need to get a drink. We just did business. We're all good. Email me. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's word vomit. And that's what I worry for you. He's standing on your stoop. Your hair's in the breeze. You're kind of leaning forward, like trying to kiss him. And he's like, why don't you give me your number? And I'll hit you up. It's almost like a cop out where it's like an easy little, like, make them think I'm coming back. He's never coming back. So that sucks, but at least you didn't like date him for a year and he's a narcissist. There's always a silver lining. Daddy gang, thank you so much for tuning in on this Sunday session. It feels right to be back. Every Sunday is Father's Day. You know what I mean? Me, you, and just some really hard truths, but good truths, because it's important, right? We need to be self-aware and we need to keep it fucking moving. We don't have time for pieces of shit. We don't have time for people that are going to waste our time. And we don't have time for people that aren't going to treat us right. So love you, bitches. I'll see you in 2 Sundays. Love you.